Hello and welcome to another video. Um, Today I'll be discussing the stigmatization of accurate hygiene and health, particularly intimate health, and how it's not exactly being accurately portrayed in some instances. I will be using the biologically correct terms for the areas I'm discussing because it is, we're talking about actual biology here and shit. So I will be using terms such as vagina and vulva because those are the biologically accurate terms and we shouldn't shy away from using them. What makes me qualified enough to talk about this? I research sex ed here in the UK and there's still many issues with this, and also avid social media, I see how it goes on. And I look particularly at how intimate hygiene is dealt with within the sex ed, and I found that it really isn't dealt with in sex ed correctly. As in, it doesn't really touch on it at all, apart from have a shower, don't go long periods without a shower, essentially. And any links and stuff I use, I'm linking in the description so that people know my fucking sources. So, first off, let's start with the actual definitions. So, the vulva is actually the outside part, so it contains like the labia and the clitoris and stuff like that. And then, the actual vagina is actually the muscle, which is something I commonly see misconstrued. That is all one part, is all under one name, when it's actually not. They are considered two separate areas. One is, yes, an area term, but one's actually the muscle term. And, the muscle expands and relax. Well, it relaxes and contracts like that, like any regular muscle, essentially. And it's also self-cleaning. Is why sometimes you'll see it referred to as a self-cleaning organ or like a self-cleaning oven, if a self-cleaning oven actually fucking worked. So when I talk about intimate hygiene products, what am I actually referring to? Femfresh, for example, that brand entirely. Vaginal washes, intimate care, and vaginal wash. Basically, any type of wash or powder or spray. Yes, they sell spray. You'll fucking see in the thumbnail. So, are these products necessary? No, they're not necessary. Not only because, self-cleaning, the whole area self-cleans, but it's not good for the body and it causes harm both physically and sociologically. What do I mean by sociologically? Well, it reinforces stigma regarding natural odors, pressuring mostly teens into using them, and because they are most easy to manipulate and create body perception issues by saying, oh, this is bad, you should be using this, when this product causes harm, causes more issues. And what do I mean when it causes physical harm? So, Medical News Today published an article by an actual doctor that uses actual research in order to explain how they do harm. I will quote, "The research, which takes into account information about intimate health provided by 1,435 adult women from Canada," that, for some studies, is a pretty big sample, has revealed that intimate hygiene products are popular amongst the female population, but their use wrongly correlates worryingly I can't read my own fucking text. But they use worryingly correlates with a heightened risk of vaginal or urinary tract infections, also known as UTIs. So, if you listen through me fucking up my words, worryingly correlation, heightened risk. So, correlation is the relationship. There is a relationship between A and B. Not cause, we can't say causation, but we can say correlation. They're two different words. So there is a correlation here, and it's worrying, so it's bad. And heightened risk, let's get into this. So there was an actual study that they linked into this, that was, well, linked into this because it was the study that they used to form this article. So 95% of the sample had used at least one intimate hygiene product. 64 of them had used at least one internally, so in the actual muscle. That is 1,363 people, well, women in the sample that had used one at least. And 873 had used one internally. Over 60% of the total sample had used at least one intimate hygiene product internally. Not 50, not 40, not 30, 60. Over 60%. In summary, it was found those who used the intimate washes or cleansers had a 3.5 times higher risk of bacterial infections, including bacterial vaginosis. 2.5 times more likely to get a UTI. That shit's painful. Intimate wipes and including some intimate moisturizers and some lubes give also a 2.5 increased risk. So, to conclude this research section, the use of any product marketing as intimate hygiene heavily increases the risks of infections by a wide variety. Now, of course, there's people saying, oh, I've never had bad anything happen to me. The heightened risk, there is no actual cause saying, hey, this will give you this. This will give you UTI. No, it gives you an increased risk. So if you do something that does have the danger of a UTI, bacterial vaginosis, you're more likely to get it. Now, I didn't see anything about powders or sprays, which is something that some companies offer, but they also will fall under the same thing. So why are people actually buying these? Stigma and misinformation. Plain and simple. I fully believe if everyone was properly and fully educated on the damage these cause, no one would actually buy them. Like, you could bring up cigarettes and alcohol, however, those two have always been known, we're all educated on them. But with these products specifically, there's a lot more immediate danger, you could say. So, currently, FemFresh are targeting teens. They are paying influencers, like women, random women, including one who was on Love Island or is going on to Love Island, to promote FemFresh on TikTok, which is mostly used by teens. And TikTok has some other issues which I'm gonna revisit one day. And they use stigma words such as how I keep myself feeling fresh and how I keep myself clean to make people think that vulvas and vaginas need to smell like floral, like fresh. And these products, they are not clean. There isn't enough widespread attention on this issue, and I originally was going to make a video months back about this, but so many companies are actually targeting teens, so specifically teen girls. I'm just going to say that as an umbrella term, because they know they're easily pressured by this. Some companies will make up fake stories and pressure teens into buying them, and it's just exploitative, plain and simple exploitation. So this issue needs to start being combated mainly in sex ed, so that teens know these products are bullshit, just complete bullshit. You know, they're meant to smell like genitals because they're fucking genitals. That's how it is. And if people are concerned, they should actually just see a doctor. I understand that might be a little uncomfortable. If you have someone who's of the same sex, you may be able to tell them a bit easier, because there are certain signs with natural odor that could actually help you figure out if you may have like bacterial vaginosis or something. And the amount of videos and shit I see of people misrepresenting shit, the amount of people, making the natural odor seem bad, and saying that it smells fishy, tuna, and bad, gross. When in reality, it's natural. Your body does this. And the thing is, you don't see it with guys at all. Semen smells, the pheromones that, oh shit, that's let off when you guys, smell. Everything has a smell. You may not notice it, but if you recognize it, you know. I've been around enough teen guys to know that, well, when I was in my teens, obviously, what a certain smell meant. Because, you know what? Smells happen, natural odors. You can't combat it. Because, it's fucking natural. So, girls and those with vulvas are targeted so much by these. And the government, especially here in England, are not going to do anything about these companies. They are heavily reluctant, even though you'll never see them say that they're reluctant and not going to do anything. You just know it. They make so much money off the tax that these products are giving them that realistically, to them, if they banned all these, they are going to lose a bunch of their money. So economically speaking, the government is reluctant. But if enough tension is set up, enough messaging about it, maybe we could get the government to not invest in another bad thing so they can save the money that they would have lost. Because, tax money doesn't always go to right things. So we could prevent something bad from being developed or something by just getting rid of these intimate hygiene products. Because, no, they're not hygiene, they're harm. And guess what? People say that Farm Fresh is good for you, even though it isn't. As I already said, people are being paid to promote it. And there's some people who are like, oh, I never had a bad thing. You still have the proven heightened risk. And trying to tell people, hey, it's fine, is contributing to harm. And realistically, no fucking doctor will recommend it. not a single doctor with a medical license who understands would recommend it, because they know it's going to cause harm. And, this harms children. The UK government shouldn't be focusing on people, students, children wanting to self-identify. They should be focusing on the actual physical harm on children caused by many things, including these products. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.